What's going on out there? I think we're down to the last of the Seagrams series. Seagramsescapes.com. 3.2 alcohol. Rochester. This is the peach Bellini style. Food dyed color red 40. Food dyed in color yellow 6. Natural flavors. And I actually kind of like these. Smells kind of fruity, kind of like a mimosa. Whoa. It tastes kind of chemical-y, man. It's good. I'm not saying it's a bad chemical. It's a kick in your taste buds, man. I mean, if you're going to drink a Mountain Dew before going to school, you know, maybe you could just drink one of these, you know. Drop out. I said, oh, I forgot. Your schools are closed anyway. Don't forget your mask, kids. Like, you know. Yeah, man, it tastes like a peach Sunny D. I can't even taste the booze, you know. It's pretty good. I'm giving this one, actually, I hate to give it one like that. I'm giving this one a 6. If it don't get you sick, it's low alcohol, you know. Great for the beginning drinker, but just remember, you know, what we can't say due to the censorship. Every child we get to drink goes into somebody's basket for everything they stole from me. Passports, driver's licenses, man hours, inventory, you know. We like to think, you know, quantum serial killers, you know, one day they get found out and they get quantum strings and they get stripped, you know, for everything they didn't do. And this is my challenge to CEOs. I'm a CEO. I've resigned, actually, right now. I let the business die. I'll bring it back if I want. They wanted my business. They didn't want me. So I crashed that motherfucker. If you get to a point in your business where it's more about getting the money and parading around, and you're not, you know, if you care about the family and the Bugatti and the yacht and the, you know, Rocky Mountain oysters or whatever you like, which, I mean, there's a great place in Colorado to get them. I've never been bold enough to get the buffalo balls, but you know, you're going to get to a point where you're not focusing on the business. And like I said, every beer I drink and every day I piss away, I'm focusing on my business. What do you think? That's the business y'all chose from me by violating my constitutional rights in this here country. You know, so I don't care if you don't care. You damn me to poverty and you twist and warp everything into some freak show. I told him like this, you know, if the CEO ain't handling the CEO's business, stand down. You know, you got a board, get somebody else. I mean, I volunteered, and that's when I draw the stake right in the ground. All right, you did a fucked up job. I agree with your business. I agree with your stuff. But if you need me to do this, then let me do it. As long as they're stealing and mind controlling and taking that, they're operating on a certain switch. And that switch is toxic to me. It's deadly. As long as they're doing it, they're sucking out of people's minds, using the satellite to just right out of your mind. And I said, you know, who would? Who would? You know, I said, man, I got $1 million idea for a new tennis shoe. And you go and you pick up the phone, and before you get through on the tapped phone, that gets rerouted to some other company that steals your idea, they've already stolen the idea right out of your mind. Do you think they're going to give you a fucking dollar? You're going to go into a bank a poor piece of shit, and you're going to ask for a loan? Well, you better you better get a patent. You got $50,000, don't you, poor scum? Ain't that America? You know, what a shithole. You know, you're going to go in there with your whole business plan. You want me to sign my life with you, and you're going to fucking get rid of me over a credit score? Go to hell. Go to hell and die. I said, I don't know how we're going to do. I thought about, you know, packing them into dumpsters and burying them in money, you know, bury them in cash. They say, I've been trying to figure out how logs burn. They pile all those bodies and they burn them. And you're like, how do they make all these bodies burn? And it's the fat, it's the grizzle. You know, once they supposedly start cooking, that grease and stuff starts smoking and smoldering, all these fat, all the chicken wings and hamburgers they eat, you know, it just starts smoking and smoldering. You just pile them up. Pile them up. I said, but as many as you burn, as long as that structure's in place, just make sure you pile those law books and all their Bibles and all their rhetoric on top of them. Just do that. Don't forget it. Take it easy.